Oscar Piastri's best tracks, if you look at his record, if you look at his driving style, because obviously Canada is a low speed track, and Oscar Piastri likes high speed corners, sorry, high speed corners tracks. Do you think Muhammad, even though that McLaren were getting upgrades, the fact that this track doesn't suit Oscar Piastri perfectly, do you think it might affect him this weekend, or you don't think so because McLaren are bringing upgrades and they're going to improve? Japan? Hmm. Okay. And moving on to Ferrari. I mean, Ferrari have had a kind of an up and down start. I mean, the first two races, Australia and China, looked like they were the team that can challenge Mercedes in terms of race stars and pace and race pace wise. But their performance dropped on Japan, and the reality check came out in Japan and also in Miami, where obviously Leclerc made some mistakes and so on. Do you think, Muhammad, that considering Ferrari, have had a poor record in Canada recently, and Leclerc, obviously, this is not his best track. Do you think this is a real opportunity where you could see Ferrari once again struggle this weekend? Yeah, I don't have confidence as well. Not only this is not the best track for Charles and Ferrari. Again, like they had a very difficult weekend in Miami. Charles Leclerc should have or had a decent chance or a decent chance of finishing in the podium, even though Oscar went past him. He tried to be cheeky and he made some silly mistakes, which cost him and so many points. And they had a difficult race in Miami, and I don't see them bouncing back this weekend. I don't. Me personally, I don't think they will even get the podium uh, unless it rains on Sunday. I don't think they'll get a podium on normal conditions because I think the big competition will be between two McLaren cars, two Mercedes cars, as they're bringing upgrades, and they're going to be much better. These two teams, so I think it's going to be very difficult for Ferrari. And but Lewis Hamilton has a very strong record historically in Canada. And speaking of Lewis Hamilton, he's obviously an Arsenal fan, and Arsenal just won the Premier League, and they won the Premier League because their manager Mikel Arteta has been given a lot of time to improve and to help the squad and get back to winning ways for Arsenal. Do you think, Mohammed, that Ferrari should do the same thing for Fred Vasseur, even though he's been at the team for 3 years and he's going to his fourth year? Or you think no, he hasn't shown enough to be deserving more time and get Ferrari back to winning ways? Andreas Sidon. No. Twenty-four. So you think Ferrari should sack Fred Vasseur? And who do you think they should bring in if they should sack Fred Vasseur? Yeah, I mean, so Red Bull want BioD to be, even if they use the same engine, they don't want Christian Horner to be managed. Racing Bulls, yeah, I mean Christian Horner for quite some time. I think the last time this time, I think 10 months ago, he was sacked by Red Bull, and wrongly. Um, and yeah, I mean, he's been trying to get to Formula One. He's trying. There's been rumors that he's trying to buy a team, 12th team, Formula One, new team, and he's trying to get there. Not only that, there's been rumors of him going to Aston Martin, going to Ferrari, and so on. And I think it would be very good if Christian Horner comes back to Formula One, because he's one of the. Yes, he's controversial, but in Formula One, we need the good guys, the bad guys, and the ugly guys, because that's what the sport is about. But back to the Fred Vasseur thing. I mean, yeah, I agree. I think they should bring. I think they should sack Fred Vasseur and bring Christian Horner. Why? Because firstly, Christian Horner is a winner. He's a winner. He's controversial. So what? So what? He's controversial. Okay. So what? Like, yeah. I mean, there are many controversial athletes, players, managers. In the sports, and they're winners. If you can win, I can employ you. It doesn't matter your character. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think they should get Christian Horner. However, I don't think Christian Horner will go to Ferrari, because I don't think Christian Horner would be given full control and full power at Ferrari, which he wants, by the way. So that's why I think he wants to own a team. That's why there's rumors of him buying a stake at Alpine. So I don't think I would love Ferrari to get Christian Horner, but I don't think Christian Horner would choose to go to Ferrari, because he would not be given full control. And secondly, yeah, I mean, Fred Vasseur has had enough time. He's been at the team for what, 3 years? For 2023, yeah, I understand. He had to take he took over from some of the things that Benotto left him. So I understand 2023. 2024, yeah, they challenged for the constructors, but let's be honest, they were not the best team at any stage in 2024. In the first half of the season, Red Bull was the best team. Second half of the season was McLaren, and the reason Ferrari were involved in this challenge was because of, like you said, McLaren's mistakes, and Red Bull's second driver was not performing really well. Yes, they had some good races where they won, but I don't think they were exceptionally good, even though they challenged for the constructors in that year. 2025, it was such a disaster year. This season, like, yeah, Australia, China, maybe, yeah, they challenged Mercedes, but is that enough? Is that enough for if you're Ferrari? Yeah, go on. Hmm. Hmm. Likable, likable. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, Fred Vasseur, listen, Fred Vasseur, he's done okay at Ferrari, but okay at Ferrari is not good enough. And yeah, Fred Vasseur is not Fred Vasseur might be a nice guy and so on, but let's be honest, being a team principal and being nice, that's not a good thing. You need to be you need to be strong. You need to be like like Zach Brown. Zach Brown is not scared to have a pop at Christian Horner. Zach Brown is not scared to have a pop at Toto Wolff. Like I feel like Fred Vasseur is a kind of a team principal that's not scared to sorry that is scared or too friendly to go to war with other team principals. Christian Horner would do it. Toto Wolff would do it. Zach Brown would do it, even though he's not the team principal. I feel like Fred Vasseur is too nice. Mm. Mhm. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I remember Ferrari, like 2009 or 2008 or something like that, where they were competing for both championships with Massa and Raikkonen. And in 2008, or 2009, they wanted to get rid of Raikkonen. They wanted to get rid of Raikkonen, and that was after Raikkonen won the championship in 2007. And that was after Ferrari won two championships. That's how ruthless Ferrari were. Even though they were winning, they wanted more. They wanted to bite you more. This Ferrari is. What is this Ferrari? It's weak Ferrari. It's weak Ferrari, and and Fred Vasseur, like, yeah, okay, if you want to keep him for more years, what if you? Yeah, listen, if you have a team principal, you need to see signs that you can say, oh yeah, we have a chance to improve under him. We have a chance to get better, like Andrea Stella at McLaren, like Christian Horner with Red Bull, even though from 2004 to 2020 they were not winning championships, they were winning races. They were the second best team to Mercedes to some extent. You need to see signs to stick with your team principle. I don't see signs at all with Vasseur. I don't see signs. Yeah, signs of competing with the Mercedes. Yeah, but where are the race wins? Where are the pole positions? Where is it? Last season, no race wins. No race wins. Like, is that's shocking. They finished fourth last season in constructors.